Okay. Which you start that lessons are the once again. I try to continue that lessons. If you continue the number of points are many. If you continuously follow, that time each every time they can be reduced. Which point can be start? Inside that. Those points which are words are there within a short duration. I want to give recap. Those points are already completed from my side, and those are learned from student side. Which are them? I am not to waste time because the lessons are too much vast. Within a short duration, I want to cover them. Which are the points? When you study about first of all, we try to understand what is the real meaning. Real meaning. Which are the depth knowledge, which can be present inside that. If it is words are there, that time lot of sir teachers but student not getting proper idea. If are not getting proper idea is there, that time he is asking different types of question. With the help of that question asking method, once again pump out the idea from students. If you are ready to touch with knowledge, students given somewhat inspiration. If it is words are there, that time he says that any formula, any chemical compound made from atoms. Atom is the fundament, atom is the basic. If it is continued, that time he says that for declaration of atom, each and every scientist put forth its own thing, own years, own number of centuries are passed. That time there is a right structure of atom, ultimately you got. That time it start from Kanad. You see, Kanad is also giving its own postulates. We also learn from this. And he said one important name. Before giving name of atom, Parmanu. If it is one, we reach to Democritus. Democritus also says that, I also continue that way. But firstly, I propose name in front of word atom. Second of all, we start from which Dalton atom theory. And last of all, we cover J.J. Thomson. Up to now, here we come. Next point, those which are there now. It is known as teaching point. Sir, what do you mean by teaching? Those points which can be handled for that hours are that explained brightly. Our attend for that only and only. It is known as teaching point. That's why today we can discuss another point which is known as Rutherford. Rutherford atomic bomb. See student, we are just to four different values to say atom. All scientists are completed another. So Rutherford, I think in 1911, it can be given scattering of alpha part. But those theory which they follow are there are never continued. The psychology, those philosophy which are inside me, I try to develop with me, and also those decision I want, those any construction, any arrangement, pre-preparation, those which you want, I set up in my logic. That are Rutherford, which construction they can be applied for saying and structure of atom. Just in your mind. First of all, Rutherford can be taken one block, one rigid material, one type of square diamond, which is made from lead. Lead is the one type of element you want to do something inside dark shaded room. In short, it is known as modern physics. That's why he constructed lead block. Why you are chosen that lead? Because lead have ability to prevent, to control that radioactivity rays. That's why he is given preference for lead. Each and every choice selection they choose are there very right at proper stage. That are the scattering of alpha particles. That are harnessed. If they do are there, that time he is taken lead block. In lead block, it can be drilled. It can be make a sachet. It can be make hole, sacks, aperture in the central region. Why they are doing? Some empty space can be remain inside lead block. Why they are arranged? Because you want to keep that radioactive substance inside that patch. That's why first construction can be Rutherford. He is taken lead vacuum, let's say slab, and it can be by using technological apparatus make an aperture or hole. If it is completed further, that time it kept radioactivity substance which can imitate radioactivity rays, which are there: uranium, thorium, radium, polonium. Certain types of highly penetrating invisible rays are there placed in the patch. Yes. If certain types of radioactive element in my place, that time there is a possibility to formation of different rays. That time different rays does not move from here and there, only one way. They can be passed through that empty hole, which can be done from lead. Zitwer, that time which Rutherford next of all, he can be taken one thin gold fine experiment, thin gold material, which can be releases up to 10 raised to -5 millimeter. Next obstacles, next against wall, it can be stand in the form of metal. Metal is a rigid solid ball. Instead of solid ball, it can be selected gold. Why golds are there? It made thin sheet, not thick. Certain types of surface lamellae which have thickness or thinness 10 raised to not 4 -4 millimeter. He is kept in front of radioactivity substance. All can be done inside dark shaded room. All pens can be colored, everyone blackish. If they start experiment, that time radioactivity substance fall on that gold foil. That time he observed 3 different conclusions. That are the Rutherford modification for development of atom. He is not saying those construction which before me apply, same I am continue. I can be doing abstraction in front of it. I selected lead block, drill them, radioactivity substance, in front of them one thin gold sheet. If I get further, I start experiment. That time radioactivity element can be emitted. Radioactivity rays that will fall on gold foil. That time 3 observations they can be done. Which is this first out of 100 rays, lot of rays can be passed through that empty sac, which is the vacant region. Only they will the passage to go all ray toward that. That time out of 100, 80% rays are easily passes through that gold. Which new observation they can be follow after experiment is complete. He says that 80%, all rays, maximum proportion, all rays continuously follow that way. Next it can be observed, sir, somewhat ray which are bended through somewhat. Rotating can be given somewhat devotion at the time of doing perpetuation. Third decision, somewhat minor, less